How the hell did y'all manage to move 7,000 saves?
To host this bot, you are going to need an exploited PlayStation 4, but if you don't have one, go ahead and join my Discord as I am hosting this bot myself for free.
So as y'all have seen, over the last month, the new Discord bot has been set up and being used like crazy, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to set it up. Now, the setup can take a couple of days because Google Cloud can have a little bit of a waiting period between setting up projects. So the first thing we're going to need is the source code for the bot, which you're going to find on Jaxie's GitHub page. Just go to code and download the zip since there's not any kind of git ignore. Now we want to download Python. For this, we're going to want 3.10.11. This is because 3.11 has different commands and anything past 10.11 is just unsupported. So scroll down and find the Windows installer. Please make sure to add to path or else this will not work at all. Next thing we're going to need is the Java development kit. So we're going to find JDK right now. The current one is 21. So we'll just grab the Windows MSI installer. Now I did have problems with specifically using a JDK at 21 and had to revert to JDK 11. So make sure if you're getting any type of error related to Java to go to the JDK 11 instead. The next thing you want to do is just go ahead and set up a Google Drive. However, now's the time we're going to want to reboot after getting a Python and Java installed just to make sure that everything is properly installed. Alright, so after we reboot, we're going to go back to the GitHub page and go ahead and copy the required modules. We're going to hold right shift and right click, then open PowerShell here, and now we're just going to right click or paste the modules in. Everything's fine, and now we can close out of here. Things are going to be getting a little bit complicated from this point on. We're going to go ahead and go to Google Cloud, create a new project, and choose a name that nobody is really going to guess, so make it something that only you will remember. So here you can see I'm using Proto's a stupid dumbhead, and we're just going to create it. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and go to APIs and services, and we're going to search for Drive. Now you can see the Google Drive API down here and enable it. Alright, now as you see up here, you need to use credentials to use this. So we're going to create credentials and we're going to set this to user data. Click next. Now we have to choose the name. So this part is matter. Anybody can know this part. So we're just going to call it the PS bot. You are going to have to use your own email. We don't need anything for the scopes, so just go ahead and click save and continue. This is going to be an application type of web application. We're going to want to use that name that we don't want to show other people, or just a new name in general for it. I quickly forgot to mention that you are going to need to use this address here for the redirect URI, or else you are going to get errors the entire time. Please copy it exactly how this is. Alright, and now click create. From here we're going to download this, and we're going to name it credentials.json. Now we're going to go ahead and open this. We'll get an error, that's fine, and we want to copy everything from file that we just downloaded and paste it over into the credentials.json, or we can just rename the client secret and move it over to our PS bot. Either way, it doesn't matter. We just want to move this information over to our PS bot with the correct name, credentials.json. So now on the Discord dev portal, create a new application and changed our privileged gateways. Go ahead and save that. Grab our token and click reset token. From here we're going to copy this, create a new text document and call it discord_token. From here just go ahead and paste that in and save it. Now to invite our bot to the actual server itself, we're going to go to the OAuth 2 URL generator, click on bot, and then just give it permissions to send messages, attach files, read message history, and use / commands. From here just copy this where you can send it to your server. If you're like me and want to restrict it to one channel only, you need to go into your integrations on Discord and set it to where only the one channel can use it, or whatever channels you have dedicated to this bot to use. Grab our SSO cookie, so we're going to log into our PlayStation account and then go to one of the links in the description, and we're just going to copy this little funky number, create another text document called SSO cookie, and paste that value here. And now we want to create another file called ps4_stuff_config.json, and go ahead and set it up to look like this. So for our PS4 IP, we're just going to bring over the IP address. To get everything else, we're going to want to connect to an FTP client such as FileZilla, or we can use something like the Windows Explorer itself. But most people are going to be using a FileZilla, so let's just go to user, home, and now this is our primary account, so we're going to copy this and paste it in our user ID. Now in FTP, we're going to head to save data. You can see we have a new folder called fake. So we're going to copy this folder and paste that in the title ID. In the folder itself, I have created the files stimage_settings and settings.bin. I just created these empty folders and dragged them in here. It doesn't have to be anything special at all. All you put in save directory is settings. We're going to go ahead and save this, and now we're going to attempt to run the bot. And there we go, the bot is now working.